back in a B4U. You're with me, Salil. This, of course, is Bollywood box office. Box office per huge clash this weekend. Well, it's not between films, but more between whether people are going to spend money to watch cinema or not because of the huge cash crunch prevailing in the country in this time that we've been actually facing. Last week, we had a film that actually tanked at the box office because of this big cash liquidity crunch. This week will force to prevail.
पूरी दुनिया में पता है रॉ के कितने अंडरकवर एजेंट्स हैं? सोचो तुम्हारी कंट्री बिना रॉ के कैसी होगी। 2 दिन में मैं रॉ से ऐसा बदला लूंगा जिसे इंडिया कभी भूल नहीं पाएगा।
तुम ईस्टर्न यूरोप इंचार्ज के साथ वहां जाओ।
एडवाइस दूं सर, अब मुझे ढूंढना बंद करो।
मेरी एडवाइस सुन, अपना घर बेच दे और बिना खिड़की वाले कमरे में रहने की आदत डाल।
Force 2 started off from where Force 1 left off. Genelia makes fleeting appearances about a cop, Yash. He's an ACP, and he believes in figuring out how to solve a crime his way. Doesn't necessarily have to be the right way. The only thing is he's paired up with a raw agent, the Indian CIA, let's put it that way, Sonakshi Sinha, and they go out to solve a problem of disappearing raw agents in China. In walks in your villain, that is Raj Bhasin. Mardani ke baad he's done nothing, I don't know why. Well, actually after seeing this film, I do sort of know why. And eventually they have twists and, well, not really twists, well, they have go-arounds. And then eventually you have a conclusion which is rather typical, as you would have expected. So that's Force for you in a nutshell. John Abraham, I think, falls flat on his face as far as various emotions are concerned. Sadly, very well known to me for many years, he hasn't progressed as an actor. I think it started in New York, but it hasn't progressed from there. Today, he's just pretty much about his muscle. He's no longer a body who has a lot of muscle. He's muscle that has a little bit of body on this. And the director has decided to use this really well. So in the opening sequence, he's got no clothes on. He drops his towel in the film. He's always, well, taking care of his body, making sure his bicep is shown. So that part has been used well. Sonakshi Sinha, on the other hand, they talked about the action because when Akira was being shot, she was actually doing this film. 1 or 2 nice kicks here and there, but that's it. Raj Bhasin, it reminds me of a television serial actor that has been told कि आपको ऐसे बात करना है, too much. Either he's too little or he's too much. Not impressive at all there. Too much action there, so you sort of wonder, yeah, okay, we've seen this. In fact, all gamers, Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, Wolf, in my time when we used to play it, there's an entire fight sequence that has actually been dedicated to all gamers. Similar kinds, the way you recoil the gun, the way you shoot, that's there in the second half. So a lot of office-going people who play a lot of Call of Duty, they'll love it. But before I go, let me just tell you how this film really is. A scene from a film. So there's a bus there. There are 2 people talking, and that's how lame this film can get. You know what? I think I should go in that bus. The partner says, oh, you mean that bus that we can both see? Should we actually go onto that bus? Guy 1 goes, of course, the bus that both of us can see, that everybody else can't see, but we both can see, we should go sit on that bus. Then guy 2 goes, chalo, let's go sit on that bus and try and stop terrorism in our country. This is how every scene is. The raw agent head goes, oh my God, I think this terrorist is trying to kill people in India. Really? If the terrorist has come into India, he hasn't come to kill his own kind. Such a failure at a script level, I can't even tell you. Yes, the action is decent enough, but I had yawns in the audience. So John, Force 2, yes, Force 1 sort of worked, but sequels definitely don't work if your script is not in place. So sequels do work, mostly, but in the recent times, they haven't really worked. So I would say, let's get back to the drawing board. Let's make a script before you make such announcements of a Force 3. As far as box office collections are concerned, Rock On 2 failing miserably at the box office, partly because the film was, like I said, an acquired taste, but mostly because of the demonetization in this country. So a lot of people said 2 things. Should we watch a film or should we eat food? So sadly, I think it was arrogance on the part of filmmakers to have not released the film at a later date. Saasi was supposed to release at the same time. They shifted the date to December. I think it would be wise and prudent for Farhan Akhtar to have done this. One of the biggest box office disasters. Barely made 8.5 crores at the box office, which probably won't even cover the cost of a couple of actors in the film. So sad to say, no money there. Though Shiva and Aadil and Mushkil still had to make a decent amount of money. Again, very high in the multiplexes, so they still continue to make money. and Ae Dil Hai Mushkil fast reaching numbers that would put it in the safe zone as far as hits and flops are concerned. Coming up next week, we've got More Maya, Money and Dear Zindagi. Actually, I'm looking forward to this one. Although Shah Rukh just has a bit of a cameo in it, but Alia Bhatt and Justine Royal's voice, very cute. Let's hope it does well. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Salil Acharya, the Twitter handle. Lots of activity always there. All my views pretty much end up becoming the channel's views also. But like I said, they're two separate entities. You can also tweet B4U separately, the official B4U. Bye-bye and take care.
The drums, the drums, the drums.